CIFR is currently trending down 8.65%. This is Friday, the 17th of October, 2025. Yesterday, the 16th, it lost 10.98% in that whole session. So, apart from the decline of this pre-market session and that of yesterday's session, it has actually lost a total of 24% since Monday the 13th, when it printed this intraday high of $22.47. So people are, amongst other things, watching and trying to observe if this is if it has printed a buying opportunity. Okay. However, there's also fundamental reasons why the stock is also trending. The company recently completed its the phase one of its Black Pearl data center, a major milestone that has significantly increased its power and hosting capacity. Committee discussions have intensified further amid rumors of a potential hyperscaler deal with a major tech company, which many believe could mirror the transformative partnerships seen with other Bitcoin miners that successfully diversified into AI infrastructure. The market is increasingly viewing Cipher not just as a crypto mining company, but as an emerging infrastructure provider for next generation AI workloads, a sector with rapidly growing demand. This shift in narrative is driving a bullish sentiment across retail and institutional circles, with several analysts reportedly raising their price targets on the stock to reflect the company's expanding addressable market. On social platforms, traders are actively debating the timing of these remote deals and their potential scale. Bulls emphasize the company's low cost energy, massive power capacity, and the strategic positioning in Texas as key advantages that could make it a preferred partner for hyperscalers. Some also see this as part of a broader trend where Bitcoin miners are evolving into AI infrastructure plays, benefiting from rising demand for compute power. That said, not all sentiment is not all sentiment is on one side. A segment of investors are cautious, citing short-term volatility, profit taking among after recent gains, which is going on right now, and uncertainty around the exact timeline of any potential partnership announcements. Some traders are also watching macro factors like Bitcoin price movements and broader market sentiment closely, aware that they can influence the stock's performance, even as it it expands beyond mining. Still, the dominant narrative remains bullish, with many in the community framing any near-term pullbacks as a potential buying opportunity ahead of expected growth catalysts. If confirmed, a hyperscaler partnership could mark a major inflection point for Cipher Mining, accelerating its evolution from a Bitcoin miner to a key player in the AI infrastructure race. Okay, so the loss is now 9.24%. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Extrapolation is saying that it's going to go into a consolidation towards the 28th of October. Okay, not really. Not really. Okay, well, at various some phases of the contraction will be bearish. Maybe from next week Monday, 20th of October to the 23rd of October. No guarantee that will be the case. Okay, so projections are currently saying $19.78. It is an upper projection. Yeah. Okay. And there's also this 22.47. That's equally an upper projection. Previous upper projections included 22.61, 20. Okay, so yeah, that 22.47 almost tested this 22.61, almost tested it. Then to have one more time, 21.40, 22.61. Those were in play as of Tuesday the 14th. They were in play as then. Yeah, okay. Even further back, Wednesday the 8th, it had 23, 22.3, 24 up to 24.31. Yeah. Okay. It also has downward projections. We have here as low as 4.73, 6.39, 9.08, 19.23, 22, yeah, 19.2, yeah, sorry. One more time, 4.73, 6.39, 9.08. Those are downward projections. I think that's the lowest we have seen at least since August, since the 20th of August. That will be 4.73 will be the lowest since the 20th of August. But before that, there's also above 4.43. There's a couple of other values: 5.58, 5.57, 5.68. Selling pressure severely bearish on both the 10 and 21 period moving averages. Positions opened all the way back to 84 hours ago are now severely bearish. Yeah. Okay. So, but that may not be the case for the ones opened yeah, 160 hours ago. Yeah, that may not be the case. So we have here, okay, the moving averages, the 10 and 21 period moving averages are severely bearish, but let's see whether they are. Indeed, people are buying the deep, but how strong are they? Are they like convinced? Are they getting convinced, or are they you know are they losing their conviction in terms of buying the deep? Let's find out. Let's see whether they are giving up on it. They are losing their conviction about it. Let's see. I think they may be doing so. Yeah, they're not. They are losing their conviction about it. Yeah, but they're still there. They're still buying the deep regardless. They're still buying the deep regardless. So we have this intraday high of 21 here on this chart. It says 21.97, 21.97 on trading view says on think or swim it says $22 and think or swim it says 22.47. Here we have it as 21.97. So what's the probability of it retesting that? All we need to do is have a look over here. Okay, these you can see the moving averages. So the first moving average, if that moving average is less than the target is 21.47, then it's going to be less than 50%. But we don't exactly know what it's going to be, what it is exactly. Yeah, so we take that value 21.97, and then we take the moving average value of 20.19, and then we need to also get the standard deviation. So we remove this and apply the standard deviation for that day, for that particular period. Standard deviation. Okay, so we pointed to 10 because we are using the 10 period moving average. Okay, so we go back there and make sure we have 21.97. So that moving average is, that standard deviation is saying 1.61. So 1.61. Okay, so we pull up the Z score calculator, and then from here we can try and determine what it's going to be. It's going to be very tiny, trust me, but surely it will be less than 50%. But we need to know exactly what it is. It's going to be. So what it is, 21.97, and then we enter 20.19, and then we enter 1.61. Okay, so we find out what the probability is. Okay, not that bad. Okay, so 13.445% that it will retest 21.97, and then 86.55 that it will not. So 13% is healthy. Even 0.001% holds a lot of reality in it, a lot of certainty in it. So 13.445, not bad at all. 13.45, not 13.45%, not bad at all. That yeah, that's the probability that it can, statistically, that it can retest 21.97. So let's see how things go. I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.